Well, hello, y'all. I am so excited to be sliding in wherever you are watching for this weekly training, a part of the July series. I am the host, Sharvette Mitchell, and you're checking out Marketing Tips with Sharvette as we talk about specifically summer marketing strategies. Yes, 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 we are smack dab in the middle of summer here in the United States. And for most of us, no matter where you are, it's summer, right? It's summertime. And so let's talk about and continue talking about how that may be impacting your marketing and talk specifically about some marketing strategies for the summer. So while the platforms are sending out notifications telling you to come in and watch and get locked and loaded, let me just put a quick 3-minute countdown for us. Grab something to drink, grab something to write with, tag a friend, and let's get started.
Welcome to this audio course presented by Sharvette Mitchell. Find out more about her at sharvettemitchell.com and connect with Sharvette on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Grab a pen, notebook, or tablet and get ready. Here is Sharvette.
All right. Hey, y'all. Hey, we are so excited to have you here coming on in for our weekly training. Shout out to Marketing Tips with Sharvette Facebook community. I am Sharvette Mitchell. Listen, we are always adding new connections and new friends here in the group. So let me introduce myself because I don't take for granted that everyone knows who I am. Again, I'm Sharvette Mitchell, and I run Mitchell Productions Consulting. We work with high-achieving women entrepreneurs, sometimes a few lucky men get sprinkled in, to help them generate more revenue by focusing on their marketing, their visibility, and their branding. I am a graduate of Virginia Commonwealth University with a Bachelor of Science in Marketing. Go VCU Rams. I spent 25 years in corporate America, largely in training and development, no surprise, right? In consumer compliance. Left February 2nd, 2018, and have been a full-time entrepreneur ever since, with no regrets at all. I am the visionary author of 5 book collaborations, working on number 6 right now. You can see some books over on both sides of my shoulders. Also am a producer of events. So we are going into our 7th live conference, technically 9 events under my belt, but our 7th live conference is coming November 2nd, which is for VIP only. That part is sold out, but November 3rd and November 4th, which is the sponsor for this segment today. So we would love to see you in Richmond, Virginia for the Platform Builders Summit. And it's all about amplifying your brand and boosting your profits. So plan to be with us in Richmond, Virginia. Platformbuildersummit.com is where you can go to meet all the speakers, see the schedule, and most importantly, register. And when you register before July 31st, you get a bonus session with me on Zoom, private session for those that are already registered. And we're going to be talking about cash infusion and cash catalyst, 5 ways to create cash. So there you have it. Welcome to all those that are here. We see you. Thank you, Ayana, for being here. Hey there. Hey. Hello, Natalie. Thank you for being here. Congratulations on a successful event you just hosted. So let's jump right on in. So we are here. We've been talking. This is the 3rd segment of 4 in this series that we've been sharing this month of July, really around the summer months and what that means for your marketing and what that does for your marketing, and maybe even some customer behavior that you've been seeing. And so specifically, I want to talk tonight, and I want to share 4 or 5 summer marketing strategies, just things for you to think about specifically during the summer months. All right. So you want to hear it? Let's go. Let's get ready to go. All right. And if you are coming back and watching this later on in the recording, just let us know down in the comments, because we want to give you some love and show you some love. So here's my first tip for you. Here's my first tip. Here's my first thought process that I want you to be thinking about specifically in these summer months. Can your business, your service, your product offer any summer discounts or summer related promotions? Think about that. Have you seen, I've been seeing people talk about Christmas in July. Have y'all seen that? Or back to school? If you have products or services that relate to back to school or Labor Day or any of the things that are coming up, can your business create some type of promotion that is specifically related to summer? And if you already are doing this and you already have a summer promotion, I invite you to go ahead and let us know down in the chat. But think about, listen, we still got some more weeks. The unofficial end of summer is Labor Day weekend, right? So we still got 6 to 8 weeks to go, right? So maybe you could do a flash sale, something that's really quick, but spin off of that it is actually summer and do it based off of summer. All right. Do you got it? All right. You got it. Let's go into number 2, the second strategy here as we think about the summer months. And again, some of this summer marketing, this conversation we're having related to your marketing during the summer is because either there's a time constraint that you might have, you might be out of the office more or way more, or you might be managing, high schoolers who are eating you out of house and home, and you're the chauffeur and you've got to drive them around. And so you may be finding constraints on your time. The flip side of that is that your customers may be too. So some of you may be experiencing, hey, I'm feeling some shifts. I'm feeling even a little bit of a downturn with my customer buying because perhaps during the summer months, they're kind of distracted. So that's one reason why we're having this conversation. All right. Could you, just giving you some thoughts here, could you host some type of summer themed webinar or challenge or series or summit, something that is specifically themed for the summer, that you could get creative with, right? Like a virtual pool party. I don't know, where everybody is out on their Zoom by the pool. Who knows? You can decide. But is there something that you could do that's themed, that ties in the summer, that's related to a webinar, a challenge, some of those marketing activities that help you to gain leads, because we know that leads equal hope, right? Hey, Mom, thanks for popping in. So I see the hearts, I see the love coming up. So could you think about some type of fun, themed summer type of webinar, teleseminar, even one of those things, those activities, those marketing activities that help you to build your email list and to build your connections. How about you create something fun and have it as a theme related to summer? All right, there you go. There you go. And if any of you have something like that, let us know. Let us know in the chat. Let us know in the chat. Here is something else as we are, and welcome to all those that are coming in, and as we're having this conversation around summer marketing strategies. And I invite you to let me know in the chat if you are seeing any shifts just because it's summer, and all those shifts with you, or all those shifts with your your actual customers. So we've gotten, offer some type of summer discount or promotion. I'm seeing a lot of things like Christmas in July or back to school or things of that nature. You could also host some type of summer themed webinars, challenges, anything of that nature, those type of marketing activities that help you actually build your email list. Do those. Now, let's go to number 3. Let's go to number 3 here of this this kind of strategy, session with you here. Your email marketing is not dead. So guess what? Some of you don't like social media, and you might say, hey, I'm not on social media as much, or I feel like my customers aren't on social media as much during the summer. Guess what? They're still checking email. So think about maybe even stepping it up in the space, in the place of your email marketing. So if you have an email list, I'm hoping that you do, or you're building one, or you're creating one, this is a great time to think about, okay, let me step more into the email space, because just because your clients, again, their social media usage may be different, but guess what? There might be some people who are using social media more. Let me know in the chat, matter of fact, that whether you're live or if you're listening to the replay, let me know in the chat if you feel like during the summer, hey there, if you feel like you're using social media more or you're using social media less. But keep in mind, social media is one component of your marketing, your overall plan. Emails, I bet you're still checking emails, right? I bet you're still doing some of those offline things. So think about sending out even more emails during this time. And here's the other cool thing about email marketing is that you can schedule emails, right? So any of the platforms that you have access to, that you're able to have your email list in, and you can build your email list, they all allow you to schedule. So even if you're like, hey, I've got several busy weeks because you're out of town or you're traveling or what have you, your email can still be going pretty effortlessly. So leverage email, particularly during the summer months, to drive some traffic in. Hey, if you're just popping on in, you're like, hey, what's going on? I'm Sharvette Mitchell, and we're chatting here in Marketing Tips with Sharvette Facebook community. And we're talking about sharing a few tips. We're going to be on quick today, sharing a few summer marketing strategies with you to think about. Let me capture, I see a comment that's coming in. Okay, so thank you, Heidi. Heidi is saying she is definitely using social media more. Now, here's the thing, and Heidi, I believe, if you correct me if I'm wrong, in the education space. So those that may be teachers, educators, and she's not specifically in that space, but they might have more flexibility. So could you do a teacher only, or some type of education promotion? Just getting your mind thinking. So just remember, your audience is at different places. So even though you might feel like, I'm not on social media as much, guess what? Your audience might be, your potential customers might be. So think about that. Or leveraging your actual email list and all of that. Great. And the other Heidi is saying, hey, my fellow Heidi. Hey, we've definitely got more than one Heidi here. So as we go to this third point here around summer marketing strategies, leverage your email list, reach out and talk to them, and maybe even talk to them more during the summer months. So let's go on to number 4. We got 5. We got 5 summer marketing strategies for you. So can you think about how to highlight your product or service that's travel related? All right. Hear me out. So summer typically means people are traveling more. What is it that people do while they're traveling? Either in the car, on the plane, on the train. They have this kind of time that they need to fill. Do you have a product or service that is travel related, and you can highlight that in your content marketing? Let me give you a tip. Is there an author here in the crowd? Any authors listening, type the word author. Any authors listening, co-authors, visionary authors, type the word author. Books are great to kind of pitch as a travel related product that you have. So I'll give you a prime example. One of my best friends, Precious Carter, shout out to her. She contacted me, was like, hey, let's go to this day spa. And if you're following me personally on social media or TikTok, it's the recap video is posted there. But this is what she said to me. She lives in Maryland. I live in Richmond. So she said, hey, don't forget to bring books with you. And I walked out of the house and forgot. She brought 2 books. So if you are an author, hey, look at the authors that are here. That is a travel. Hey, Rita, thanks for stopping in. Rita is an author. Hey, Rebecca, thanks for stopping in. Rebecca is an author. Hey, Carla over on YouTube, thanks for stopping in. Carla is an author. So a book is a travel related product. So could you listen, Heidi, the other Heidi is an author, right? There you go. Paulette. Thank you. Paulette is an author. And you all can feel free wherever we can purchase your books, just drop the links wherever you're watching. That is a travel related product. Could you be thinking more strategically with your content marketing, your email marketing? Hey, are you getting ready to hit the road or do a road trip? Are you getting in that last cruise? Make sure you grab a copy of my book. And even if your book is digital download, that's the same, or you have an audio version. So this would be a great time just to highlight that email marketing, social media marketing on your YouTube, in your reels and stories, any of that. Even if you're going to be in person, might want to have some extra books with you because it's a great travel related product. If that yes, thank you so much. Rita was like, that's so good, right? That is so good. So some of you might have other things that are travel related. And let me even expand this tip number 4, summer related. So let's think about this. And sometimes it's easier to think about this in a product standpoint, but I also want you to be thinking about from a services standpoint as well. So if you have, let's say you have a t-shirt line, an online boutique, you have sweatshirts, you have long sleeve tees, you have short sleeve tees, and you have tank tops. What do you want to be out of that list that I just said? What are the items you should be promoting right now? Summer related and travel related. I'm gonna let y'all answer that in the chat. Well, if someone has a boutique, and again, sometimes it's easier to think about this from a product standpoint, but I also want you to be thinking, thank you, Marcia, for just subscribing to my YouTube channel. I want you to be even thinking about from a services standpoint. So if someone has sweatshirts, long hoodies, long sleeve tees, but they also have short sleeve tees and tank tops, what should they be promoting right in through this time period? Hey, all right, Gwen, thanks for popping in. She said, I'm late to the party. You here, you made it in, and you are not alone. Welcome to everybody that's coming on in. I'm Sharvette Mitchell, founder of Mitchell Productions Consulting. We work with women entrepreneurs, high achieving women entrepreneurs, to help them generate more revenue by focusing on their marketing, their visibility, and their branding. And we're just having this complimentary discussion here, weekly training that is based in our Facebook group called Marketing Tips with Sharvette. We invite you to join if you're not a member. And we're talking about summer marketing strategies, right? We're smack dab in the middle of summer. Still probably got, depending on where you're located and what kind of school schedules are going on, probably still got 4, 5, 6 more weeks of summer, right? And so how do we kind of continue to put infusion into our business. So let me capture this. Alice, thanks for being here. Depends where they are going. Might need sweatshirts to go visit Iceland. Okay, so get me straight, Alice. Thank you. Who is a realtor? Listen, that's perfect. So if they are going somewhere cold or an Alaska cruise, you might want to say, hey, if you're going on that Alaska cruise, if you're traveling to Europe, and you know what, I would actually that's a good point, because sometimes it just depends on where you are, and if you're cold nature, you might just want to highlight, hey, grab that sweatshirt for that Alaska cruise. All right. Thank you. Marcia. Thank you for that. Yes. So I see Paulette. They can highlight the tank tops and the short sleeve tees, unless they're going on that Alaska cruise or to Europe or Iceland, as Alice said. Fall fashions for those leaf peaking tours. Oh, I like that. Right. So I like how you all are thinking. So even in this summer time period, we've got to be thinking forward, right? Target, Macy's, Nordstrom's, Dick's Sporting Goods, wherever you like to shop, their summer, the things that they were doing for summer probably several months ago, right? So you could utilize, if you want to think about this for yourself, summer marketing strategies, you could be thinking about, okay, well, what am I getting prepped for? So I love this thought process. Yeah. Yes, Orlando. I'm a teacher. Yikes. There you go. Hey, Delmar. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Yes, back to school shopping. Thank you, Alice. Back to school shopping. All of these things you want to be thinking about. How can you tie it in? Now we're dealing with products, but I'm very well aware that there are services. So even if the language that you're using, we talked about email marketing, even if the language that you're using, if you have consultations, maybe it's that, the back to school consultation, we have a back to school consultation promotion, or if you provide services, educational services, or you just think about how during the summer can you spin off or tag on to where people are, just to even capture, stop the scroll, right? Here's that we got a flash sale on consultations, before you hit the road, or that travel consultation, or what have you. Just kind of think about that. You also could think about bonuses that you might be able to offer them. So here's the fifth and final one. I said I was going to be done quick today. I got 8 minutes because I keep this under 30 minutes for you. All right. So here's the fifth one. Network at outdoor events and gatherings. So what you will find in the summer months is that there's a lot more to do outside, right? Like just common sense. Even if it's sitting outside at your local restaurant, or there's expos, or there's fairs, or there's like in Richmond, the Richmond Night Market, or there's different things. So think about some of these outdoor events and things that you might not get a chance to do, during the fall, because we kind of like we all are like, during the fall, we just want to go home. We want to, put on a candle and wrap up or whatever. But people are out more. So what does that mean from a marketing standpoint? Make sure you have business cards. Make sure you have some postcards on hand, or just think about, hey, let me look at my schedule. Have I done any networking recently? Look and see what kind of events. I'm going to shout out to Dr. Chambliss Dress for Success event on Saturday. So just intentionally look for the rest, of the summer. Are there some outdoor things? Are there some gatherings? Are there some brunches? Some things that I could go to since people are kind of outside, as we're saying, and be intentional about networking, sharing your business, take your business cards, or if you do the digital with your phone or a postcard or what have you, be intentional about thinking about, okay, what are some things I can go to? And if you're hosting something that's an outdoor event or a gathering, let us know in the chat and look for that. Yes. So Richmond is known for its festivals. I think that's great. So think about what are some festivals and things, and you just never know who you're going to connect with. So spend that time doing that. And that was Alice. Heidi said in Boston, there is a curated event called Family Reunion. Exactly. So wherever you are, just think about these things that we might feel like are entertainment festivals. Could be a networking thing. And let me just throw in a quick tip. If you catch it, maybe you could wear your brand. Just saying, do you have a t-shirt? Do you have a logo? Do you have something with your logo? Maybe you could wear your brand that'll spark some attention. All right, there you go. I think y'all got it. I love this conversation going on in the chat. And so we're going to be wrapping up this 4-part series. If you're new to me, we host weekly training, complimentary, in the Facebook community, Marketing Tips with Sharvette. And we do them every other Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern, every other Monday at 12 noon Eastern. So our last one for July is this coming Monday, which is going to be at 12 noon. And we're going to be talking about summer content creation tips. So I'm going to give you some thought processes around, okay, I still need to create content. How can I leverage summer and what I'm doing in the summer to have some of that know, like, and trust content that I am putting out? All right. So again, this segment and this training is brought to you by the Platform Builder Summit. I am the host of that. This is my 7th annual conference in Richmond, Virginia. We invite you to be a part of this conference. It's a business conference, and the theme is amplify your brand and boost your profits. Jump over to platformbuildersummit.com, purchase your ticket, join us in Richmond, Virginia, November 3rd and 4th in Richmond, Virginia, at the 4 Points by Sheraton. But listen, and the early bird is $175, like literally $175 for 2 full days. You cannot beat that. But I've thrown in a bonus to entice this summer bonus, right? I'm throwing in a bonus here that those that register, we've got a lot of people already registered. Thank you for those. If you're already registered, just type registered. If you're VIP, type VIP. But we are throwing in a bonus just to entice you to get this wrapped up and done for the summer. So I'm going to be hosting a live Zoom private just for those that are registered to attend the Platform Builder Summit. So if you register by July 31st, you'll be able to get in on this. Listen, Catalyst, cash flow catalyst, 5 ways to create cash. The $175 is worth that alone. So that you get complimentary as a live session with other conference summit attendees. And of course, you get your admission in. So that's a little bit of an enticement there. So register before July 31st to get that bonus. Tell a friend, bring a friend, go to platformbuildersummit.com. And I'll make sure I post that link in the chat. Let me come over here. All right. Yes, Ayana is here with us. She's one of our VIPs. Listen, one of our featured guest is Sharice Jones of Sassy Jones, and she has built a multi-million-dollar company. I'm going to be doing a fireside chat with her. Here's just a few words.
Hey girl, hey, I am Sharice Jones. I'm the owner of Sassy Jones Boutique. And so many people ask me, girl, how in the world do you do it all? Where did you come from? How did you build this brand? So I want to talk to you guys a little bit today about my story and how I even became an entrepreneur. I will tell you, very early on with me, there were signs that I was not an employee, right? I kept getting fired continually over and over and over. And I'm like, gosh, what gives? And the thread there was like, girl, you want to do things your own way. You know, maybe you need to try to figure things out for yourself, okay? So I remember my last corporate job that I was working, I hated it. I was traveling like an hour and a half to Fredericksburg every single day. Now, mind you, I was great at it. Great at sales and customer service and all of that. But I just felt unfulfilled on the inside, right? So I remember driving during that hour.
I know. Cliffhanger, right? I know. I did that on purpose. Guess what? I'm going to finish that conversation live on stage at the Platform Builder Summit in a fireside chat with Sharice Jones. We'll be on stage together. So I will get all the rest of the details. And so just wanted to drop that there so you can see and hear the type of content and speakers that we have curated for this. All right. I got 1 minute. Let's go. It's a wrap. Thank you all for being here. Hey, Lisa Shaw, she's registered and going to be you with us. And so be back on Monday. Be back on Monday as we tie a nice bow around this July series, all been about summer and marketing during the summer. We're going to talk specifically about some content creation tips that are based on the summer. I am Sharvette Mitchell, the founder of Mitchell Productions Consulting, focused on your marketing, your visibility, and your branding so that you generate more revenue. Thank you for being here and spending some time with us. We will see you all later on the web. Bye.